In this sponsored tutorial, we're going to take a look at the Astra Security Suite, which will help you secure your WordPress site. It comes complete with a web-based dashboard. It has pretty much every security feature you need to secure your site. Plus it has malware scanning, and they'll even clean up your malware on your site if you ask them for help. And we're going to take a look at it in this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. My name is Bjorn Alpass from WPLearningLab, where we help you get better at WordPress so you can earn more for yourself, for your clients, and for your business. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure you click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And we're getting started on this one right now. To get Astra Security, you have to head to getastra.com, and we can go over to the pricing page and we can see what their pricing is. There are no free versions at this time. However, the $9 a month is very reasonable for securing your site. And if you are on the pro level, the $19 a month, you have priority malware cleanup included in your subscription. You don't pay extra for that. And this is available after 60 days of your subscription. So they don't want people who have malware currently just signing up for 19 bucks a month, getting the malware cleaned up and then canceling, because that wouldn't be worth their while, because it takes a lot of effort. It's a lot of work cleaning up malware on a website. So malware is included for the pro level and the business. And the essential plan does a lot for you. It has a firewall, which basically filters all the incoming traffic to make sure it's legit traffic. I'll show you how that works. There's a upload malware scanner, which makes sure hackers can't upload scripts to your website and take over your site. There's IP blocking and country blocking, blacklist monitoring for your website to make sure it's not on any blacklists, GDPR consent tools, and bronze support, which is ticket and email support. So you have to pick one of these options. Let's just click on Get Essential, and we just fill out this form. Then we click on Proceed to Payment, and then we'll be logged into our site. I'm going to just log into mine because I already have a login. It's going to log in right here. And this is how your login will look when you first log in. Currently, I don't have a website on here. I'm going to add my website right now. And that pricing that we saw earlier, that's per website. So that $9 a month for the Essentials plan, that's $9 a month per website. And it shows I have one license available. It's a pro plan. I click on this little box here, and that adds this website to this plan. Are we facing a problem on the site right now? No, we are not. Which technology does your website use? WordPress. You'll notice this doesn't work with just WordPress. You can use Astra on Drupal, Joomla, Magento, OpenCart, PrestaShop, PHP, and others. I'm going to choose WordPress. I'm going to click down here to download the plugin. This plugin is unique for each website, so you can't just install the plugin and install it on all your sites if you want. Each plugin is unique, so make sure you download each unique plugin for each unique website that you have. I just clicked on that to download. It's downloaded now. Now I'm going to log into my website. Okay, we're logged in. I'm going to go to Plugins and Add New, and I'm going to click on Upload Plugin. I will click on Choose File, and then choose the plugin we just downloaded. Click on Open, click on Install Now. Before you install new things on your site, you should back up your site. I've got automated backups on my site, so I'm not too worried about it because they're automated. Every day there's a new backup made, so I can always revert back to that. If you need help creating a backup, please check out the tutorial up above or in the description down below, and make sure you create a backup because you just never know when something will go sideways. So here we've got some Yoast SEO errors. I have to check into that. I'm going to click on Activate Plugin for the security plugin. I'm going to clear my cache with WP Rocket just to make sure everything and all the files are refreshed as they should be. And we have new settings now. There's a new option on the bottom left here called Astra. I'm going to click on that. And here's our Insight dashboard. There's also a dashboard on the Astra site. So let's go back to here. We have a little checklist to work through. So we've downloaded the plugin from above. Yep, we did that. We log into WordPress, head to Plugins, click on Add New, click on Activate Plugin. I see Astra's menu on the left. We did that. On the screen, that opens, click Dashboard or Threats button. Here, Dashboard or Threats. So let's click on Dashboard, and that takes us to the Get Astra website, and we see our dashboard here. I was incorrect when I said the dashboard was in the WordPress site. It's over here. But I have some quick links to get here from the site. So we've passed 66 tests. That's pretty awesome. We're not blacklisted. One SQLI stopped. That's unfortunate because we just installed this and we already stopped an SQL injection. I mean, that's not unfortunate. That's great. But it's been installed for like 2 minutes and already had attacks to block. So clearly this plugin is very helpful. There's one ID stopped, which is hackers getting information about your site. And the attack origins, one from Denmark, one from Russia. This is all the visits being filtered through their firewall to make sure they're not malicious and trying to harm your site, so only the legitimate traffic gets through. If we head back into our site, let's click on threats, like our checklist access to. And here it shows 2 threats that happen at the exact same time. Pretty much right when we install it, it is currently 10:35. These happened at 10:29. This was an SQLI attack, a SQL injection, and this was a cross-site scripting attack. This one stopped, this one monitored. And we have these 2 buttons here. One is a stop sign, stop symbol, one's a check mark. And these allow us to add these IPs that you see here to our blocked list down here, or a trusted list, depending what you want to add them to. I want to add both of these to the block list because I don't want bots or individuals doing SQLI attacks or XSS attacks. I'm going to click on this symbol, and it's going to add it right down here, blocked by me. Let's add this one too. Also blocked by me, and there we go. And if you find that this was false positive, and say this was somebody who works for you, maybe you yourself, somehow your detective is doing something bad when you weren't, you can unblock these IPs by clicking on the trash can. And then, of course, I want to keep them on there, so I'm going to add them back on. We also have the exceptions list, and this is where you can whitelist certain things that your plugins or your system may be doing, like certain fields that are being submitted, HTML fields being submitted, JSON fields, URLs that are being accessed, that are legitimately being accessed, that normally would be blocked. Something I might think of that could do that is something like webhooks. Maybe you're connecting to Zapier, and there's a special webhook that Zapier is accessing that nobody else would, and it might look suspicious to a security plugin, but it's legitimate. So this is where you can add exceptions if you find your legitimate processes are being blocked. Let's go back to our checklist here, and we clicked on those 2, and we're done. Astra is now securing our website. Done, question mark, click here. And this should take us into our dashboard, and our site is now secured. Now let's head into our web dashboard again and click on the settings. This will take us back into our panel. You can also get here through the settings link right on the website. And this is our access key, our security key, in case you ever need to access those for whatever reason to connect the plugin to the web-based panel here. This first option allows you to turn Astra on or off. It's on by default because we just installed it, so why would you not want it to be on? If you don't want it to be on for whatever reason, just choose off. And what mode is Astra running in? We have it set to blocking. You can also have it as monitoring. So the firewall just watches what's happening and notifies you of something suspicious. It doesn't actually block things that are suspicious. I'm going to choose blocking. The Astra version, one-click updates is enabled. Looks like that's always enabled. For the security level, we have 3 options: high, medium, and low. Medium is probably the safest. If you go to high, you might have the plugin blocking legitimate traffic because some people just browse suspiciously, apparently. But there is legitimate traffic that could be blocked on high. And if you go to low, there is suspicious traffic that may not be blocked. So I think, personally, medium is the one I'd choose. Maybe I would go to high and I'd wait for people to email me and say they're being blocked and maybe add them as exceptions and add their IP addresses as exceptions to accessing the site, or I might just leave it on medium because that's probably the safest bet. We can embed the seal, which shows a seal like, let's go to the home page here. On the bottom left here, it shows secured by Astra. When you hover over it, it says website firewall, malware scanning, health monitoring. People in the general public are aware of bad activities on the internet. So badges like this definitely help with proof that you're a legitimate website. And you can add that code by clicking on Get Code here, and you can add it to wherever you want. If you're using something like Elementor and you're using page templates, or you have a footer template, you can add this right into that template and it'll show up all over your website. If you're not using a page builder, you can use a plugin to insert the snippet wherever you want. Or you could use Google Tag Manager, or you could even insert the snippet directly into a WordPress template file if you wanted to. If you choose Monetize Seal, you can actually add a link to this badge, either using your referral code or your affiliate code. And you have to add your affiliate code here, which you get in your affiliate account, which you can open up by clicking on here. Join today, it's free to join. And then you can monetize this badge. If someone clicks on it and signs up through there, you will get a credit. You will get an affiliate commission. I'm not going to monetize the seal. I'm going to close this. If you've updated WordPress recently, maybe to 5.3, and there's an issue with the Astra plugin, you can click on Reinstall Astra, and you can reinstall the plugin. Super simple. You can allow foreign characters or not. It depends on where you live and what characters are foreign and what kind of access you want to allow to your website. But you can allow foreign characters in the URL or in comments. You can turn that on or off. Generally, foreign characters are suspicious. Of course, there are people who live in countries that use foreign characters from where I live, and my characters here are foreign to them. So it's tough. It's a tough balance when you're allowing foreign characters or not, because you might be blocking legitimate people from posting URLs or going to URLs and posting comments. But I turn it to off. I don't allow foreign characters just because there are people who are illegitimate, who are trying to hack your site, who will use foreign characters. And I'm just going to have a blanket policy saying no foreign characters. Your server credentials allow us to set up Astra and keep your website malware free. You can update here. You enter your server credentials, either cPanel password, SSH, or FTP. And this is data that's stored now in your Astra account. So when there is malware and you request help cleaning it up, then the support staff at Astra have everything they need right here. You can choose which HTTP request methods Astra should scan, get and post, or just post, or none. And get and post are both ways hackers can send information to your site or get information from your site. So I would have them both being scanned. The file upload rules, you can control the extensions and the size of files that are uploaded to your server. And this doesn't only apply to websites where users can upload. Say your website only has you as the admin, so it's only you uploading. But if a hacker gains access to the site, then they could upload whatever they want. So it's not enough to just say, I'm the only one who's allowed to upload, so I don't have to have this on. You should always have this on and have a setting, something set in here so that hackers who hack into your site can't just upload whatever they feel like. So if I click on configure, we have allowed extensions. So what you add in here is what you're allowed to upload, what won't be blocked. Most commonly, what I'm usually uploading to my site are images. So PNGs, JPEGs, GIFs sometimes, SVGs, and PDFs. That's pretty much all I upload. But what you upload might be different. If we click on this little eye right here, it goes to a help page or a documentation page where it explains a little more about blocking extensions and allowing extensions. And these ones that are listed here, they are blocked by default. So you don't have to list any of these. There might be some other extensions that you know they want to have blocked, but that's a pretty solid list. Then they're working from experience that they've had with customers and protecting sites. So all you really need to add here is JPEG, PNG, GIF, and PDF, SVG as well. There we go. Those are the ones I'd add. And if I'm uploading something, or I want to upload something and I'm legitimate because it's my site, I want to upload to it, but it's not on this list, I can just come in here and add it, and then it will be allowed. And if you have extensions that you discover that should be blocked, you can just add them here if they're not on this list that they have right here. And the file size limit, this is definitely your choice. I'd keep it at 10 because all my images are less than that. But if, for example, you're a photographer and your image files are massive, you might want to change the size. Or if you're uploading video files, which you shouldn't be uploading to your site in the media library in the first place, but if you do that anyway, you might want to change the file size upload limit. I'm going to just keep it at 10, click on update, and then we can go to add a team member. Click on here, and we can add someone's email address, add a note, and you can add them as users to your account to help you manage your Astra account. We can enable Slack notifications. Click on enable. You can have all these options or all this information sent to you on a regular basis. Daily security reports, monthly security reports, successful logins to Astra admin area, trusted and blocked list changes, Astra account password change, and login alerts. You can choose a separate channel for each one. First, we turn this on over here, and we have to connect our Slack channel. Just add your Slack URL. If you have a Slack channel, you know what this is. Click on continue, and then you'll integrate with Astra, and then you'll be able to turn all these on, whichever one you want. You can choose a specific Slack channel on your Slack account, and you can choose how many times information is posted, limited hourly, limited daily, and there you go. You have notifications almost instantly right to your Slack account. You can change your email preferences right here, And these allow you to get daily reports, hourly, login summary, and monthly summary right to your email account. Super simple, always keeps you in the loop. So it's important stuff to have. The next thing we're going to look at is login protection. This page is the same page as the activity page inside the WordPress website dashboard here. So login protection, currently there are no records found. So I'm just going to go ahead and log out and then log in again and see if we have some updated information. See how quickly it updates on their servers. Logged in. Let's refresh immediately afterwards. And we have our login. 10:53 is the time right now, and 10:53 is when this happened. And I don't know if this is my IP, but I'm definitely in Canada, and that's definitely my username. So it has our login information. Click on this plus icon for more information, and that's the login protection page. And if you're in here and you see people logging in who shouldn't be, then you can block them. Block their IP or trust an IP. In my case, I would trust it because I'm the admin on the website, so I'm trusted. Let's close some of these tabs. We've got a lot going on here. Okay, now let's go to malware scan. This is the malware scanner. And we can start a malware scan by just clicking on this Start New Scan right here, and it's going to scan our site. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes only a few seconds. From what I understand, after you've done a few scans or even just one scan on your site, subsequent scans are a lot faster, and it will show you things like the files it scanned, issues found, how long it took, and what possibly is suspicious, what was changed on the site. Here we have some things already popping up. We've only gone this far, and there's some stuff that maybe is bad. Here, for example, under the 2019 theme, we have something that could be bad. If we click on the plus icon, it shows us exactly what it is. It's in this file. We can view the file differences by clicking on here, and we can see what's been changed. For example, here's a spelling mistake. And it keeps reloading, but this one's fun. I want to open it again. So they fixed the spelling mistake. Chances are it was not a hacker fixing the spelling mistake. What's probably happened is my 2019 theme is out of date, and if I update it, that'll be resolved. But we're going to let this run an hour and 2 minutes relating. So when I said a few minutes, I was incorrect. Or maybe this is one of those timers where it's like updating your operating system, where it goes from an hour and 2 minutes to half an hour to 10 minutes, all within the span of 1 minute. So we'll see. Oh, it says down here in the bottom right, the first scan might take 30 to 60 minutes depending on the number of files. And subsequent scans are much quicker in less than 10 minutes. Probably says less than 10 minutes or about 10 minutes. So I was wrong earlier when I said just a few minutes. It could take a lot longer for the first scan as it is taking here. And we can also schedule our scans, which is awesome. It's great to have a malware scanner in place. And if you're past the 60-day mark on your subscription, and if you do want a manual malware cleanup, just click on this link right here. It'll open a support ticket, and then you email what the issue is, and they come back to you and help you out, hopefully. Let's click on Community Security right here while that scan keeps on running. You can watch this short video that explains how this works, but in a nutshell, what this is it is a way to have hackers find vulnerabilities on your website and report them to you rather than hacking your site or writing a blog post about it and you getting a lot of bad press. And if it's a nefarious hacker, they're just going to hack your site. So this isn't really going to stop hacking on your site, but it's going to help you find vulnerabilities, because what you can do is offer a reward. So if someone finds a vulnerability on your site, they can report it to you. If it's a legitimate vulnerability, then that reward would be paid out to the person who found it, and you can incentivize people helping you find vulnerabilities and fixing them on your website. You can click on this button here to activate it. We just have to add our logo. So let's do that. A little squish, not the perfectly sized logo. It says minimum 200 by 200. I'm not going to worry about this right now because you get the idea. Put a logo in there that fits. Let's change the program status to publish. Click on Save Security page. And now if we click on here, we have our security page. And this is where a hacker or someone who wants to help you can go and report an issue to you, and you can give them a reward. You set up your program policy on this page. You can change all the text or whatever you want. Change the scope of the program. add rewards. Currently it's just a Hall of Fame reward, which you see over here, Hall of Fame rewards. And the person submitting the issue can click on Submit Report. And the link to this page, you'd want to copy and put, for example, in the footer of your website. If you go to our website here, you could, at the very bottom, in addition to other links, have something like report a vulnerability. Then anyone who finds a vulnerability can come to this page, report it, and claim their reward, which is a really cool feature, and it incentivizes the community to try to help you fix issues before they become really big problems. I let Astra run on my website for a few more days so we have a little more data in here, and we do have more data. They've stopped 8 attacks in the past 7 days, which is awesome, and here it shows a breakdown of those attacks. And so it's working. All you have to do is install it, activate it, and it just starts protecting your website. Another spot we haven't looked at yet is one called Security Audit. If we go to Security Audit, we see a security audit. It basically has the plugin go through a bunch of important security settings on your site to make sure that it is secure. As we can see here, we have nothing to deal with. If there were things to deal with here, for example, open vulnerabilities, it would show them here. You'd be able to click on them to find more details, and you'll be shown ways to fix that. And this is great also for clients. If you have clients you want to have in your dashboard, you'll be able to show this to them and show them all the work that you're doing for them. To add a client site, for example, we would head back to the firewall, which is kind of the main page. I already added one site here while you weren't looking. We're going to add another one. Click on the plus icon up here, and we pick whatever plan they should go on. I'm going to pick Pro, just one website, proceed to payment. Then you follow through the steps to order the site, and it's added to your dashboard, just like we saw this site right here added. And that's how the agency works. And when you do that sign up process, as you sign up, after you pay, you'll be able to add in your client's email address. They'll be sent an email with instructions of how to log in to this dashboard. And then they can go ahead and install the plugin on their site themselves, or if they need your help, you can install it for them. But then they have access to this dashboard, and they can see all the things that you're doing to help them with security. And we can also co-brand the dashboard if we have the agency plan. If we go into our settings in the top right, go to account settings, click on agency, we just paste in the URL of our logo right here. If I go to my website, I find my logo, right click it, click on copy image address, and then paste it in here. This is a CDN image from my short pixel CDN, so hopefully that'll work. Click on upload. So it looks like it worked. Now let's just go back to the firewall, do a hard refresh, see what's changed. Now our logo will appear whenever a client logs into their dashboard. It's not going to appear on our dashboard. We're going to continue to have Astra up here, but in the client dashboards, it's now going to have your logo, and it's going to look a lot more white labeled. It's not 100% white labeling. It's called co-branding, so they will still be able to find some mentions of Astra around, but it's co-branded, which is definitely better than nothing. And let's head back into the dashboard. If at any point you need help with anything, click on support. There's all kinds of documentation you can read through here. You can open a support ticket by clicking here. And for the Essentials plan, you just have email. Let's go back to the pricing page. You have tickets and email support. For the Pro plan, you have chat, ticket, and email. And for the business plan, you have video, which is a video call, chat, ticket, and email support. And so if you find this plugin to be useful, I find it very useful because it provides you all the information, all the protection you need to protect your website. Come to this pricing page, choose the plan you want, and give it a try. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with all the security this plugin provides for you. For only $9 a month, that's really inexpensive, and you'll be protecting your site. That's how the Astra Security Suite works. I hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, please make sure to click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And next up is checking out this video up here, which makes your site fast. In addition to security, you need to have a fast website, so check that tutorial out. And then check out this tutorial down here where I show you how to recreate an awesome header using the Elementor page builder. And until next time, my name is Bjorn Allpass from WPLearningLab. Keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.